And if you wanna bang heads with me, I can show you what it's like. Mother, yeah. No, 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 no. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Are we? Uh-oh. Are we live? With me. Oh. I can show you what it's like. Okay, yeah, we're live. Okay, we're live. Am I too hot? How's the mic, guys? Am I too hot? What up, guys? Am I too hot? Are we live? All right. Okay, that's cool. Oh, God. We're doing this podcast again. Oh, boy. The wild weekly news of Japan stops for no man, not even including yours truly, Johnny. All right, faders, let's get this show on the road. Okay, let me just pull this up. Okay. All right. Mouth exercises. What did you do today? Today, a minute to do. A distinctly difficult thing to say, but harder, but yet to do. For the beat to do, the minute to do, the rat to do, and the dragon will come when he hears a drum in a minute to die today, a minute to do. Okay, I think I got it. Let's move this down a little bit. Okay, all right. Okay, let's start this show on three. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4. What's up, faders, and welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny. And as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan is about two dudes, booze, Japan, and the news. And actually, this podcast, just like the last couple, I am podcasting all by myself, just podcasting all by myself again. And that's all good because I'm actually podcasting and getting faded with you good, fine faders out there. And today, well, actually, not just today, but this week has been one heck of a week. One heck of a week. I've had so many deadlines and so much work, and then so much work on top of that work, and more work on top of that work. And I tell you what, faders, if you get good at something, if you get really good at what you do, you're just gonna get more work. It doesn't get easier. The better you are at what you do, the more work you get. And yeah, I guess that's a good problem to have, to be honest. During Corona, I had zero work, and I was this close from being homeless out here in Tokyo. And trust me, Tokyo is not a well, I don't know, being homeless out here. How difficult? I don't know. I've never been homeless in Tokyo. I wonder how difficult. Well, anyway, I don't want to find out. Don't want to find out. So I'm proud of all the work that I have, and thank you very much. Before we get started, I want to talk about the Patreon. For everybody that supported us on Patreon, thank you so much. You guys keep the wheels on the car, and you keep the car on the highway, and you keep us moving fast on that highway. Thank you very much, faders, for all you guys have been doing that. And if you want to give us a tip and then get the keys to the castle and figure out or see what we've got on the Patreon, yeah, just go down in the show notes. We got the Patreon link right there. Click on it. It's like $5 a month, and you don't got to do it every month. You know, just like 1 or 2 months, and that's cool. Or you could just give us some cash, whatever, like a tip. You know, I mean, you tip your bartender. You could tip your podcaster, I guess. I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, I tip everybody. Oh, geez. Well, not in Japan. I used to. When I came here, that was like my novelty thing. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Give you a gin and tonic. Yeah, keep the change. No, keep it. No, I'm serious. Keep it. No, really, it's tip. Please, for the love of God, keep it. You know. But anyway, yeah. Oh, geez. So, faders, yes, this fabulous night of, let's see, it's June 25th. It's a beautiful Thursday evening. I am drinking 2 fantastic Suntory Gold highballs, which I believe are 9%. Hell yeah, they're 9%. And they're big boys. These are double cans. So I am going to get faded with you faders. And if you're drinking alcohols out there, I hope that you're drinking responsibly. No cars, no bicycles, no roller skates, no nothing with wheels. Don't even walk. Sit down and listen to this podcast in the park somewhere. That's what you should be doing. Anyway, before we get started, Hai kanpai. Minasan, hai kanpai. Aishiteru. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh God, Centauri. Oh, stay classy. Stay classy. Oh God, I needed this. I needed this. Oh God. Faders, I got two international bands here in Tokyo. I got one from Canada and I've got one from Australia. And these bands are absolutely fantastic. And the Canadian band is playing tomorrow, and the Australian band is playing on Saturday. And tomorrow, a typhoon is going to come into Tokyo and rock the city. It's a big typhoon, which means nobody's going to be at the venue except for me and the bands. And probably I don't know. I think the bands that I have booked are going to be pretty good. So I think everybody will show up, hopefully. And then on Saturday's pretty interesting because two other typhoons are coming in and they're going to crash in the middle of downtown Tokyo. And I don't even know what's going to happen. Everybody's saying, be careful on Saturday, be careful on Saturday. Two big typhoons are coming in and they're going to crash. That's like two tornadoes coming together and making the hyper tornado, you know? And so I don't know. It could be really big. It could be really devastating. Maybe nobody's going to show up. If they don't show up, please support me on Patreon. I actually really need it this time. I'm going to lose my shirt. 2 shows in 2 days in a row, and 3 typhoons are rocking Tokyo. God, man, talk about bad luck. Bad luck. And if you're living in Tokyo, please come on out. It's Shibuya Knob on Friday, that's tomorrow, and then on Thursday, Gamuso rocks, yes. Oh, geez. And if you have any questions, just shoot me a DM on the Instagram. Got Faded Japan Instagram. Oh, by the way, on Instagram, if you haven't signed up for that, please do. It's free, and I'm updating that every single day of the week. Oh, my God. This is so good. But anyway, yeah, it's a crazy time. It's a crazy time right now, and I totally deserve this drink. I wasn't going to drink. I was like, should I drink? Should I not? I don't know. If I have 2, I'll probably have 4. Have 4, maybe I'll have 8. I don't know. But anyway, yes, I'm going to try to stop myself at 2. But these are so good. Oh my gosh. I don't know where you are in the world, but if you can get your hands on the Suntory Highball Gold 9%, big boys, whoa, these are delicious. In fact, I don't think I'm doing these justice. I should be pouring these into a big glass and throwing in some ice and then just sipping on it with a straw. That's probably the right way to do it. This is the Got Faded Japan way to do it, but yeah, I should probably have some more class. Oh gosh, I've got kind of a headache. Oh God. Oh, I was on a train today, and there was a European family, and I don't know what it is with the Europeans, but they bring their kids everywhere they go, even when they come to Japan from 16 hours away. And anyway, there's like this guy, this woman, they're probably in their 30s, and they had 2 kids. One kid was 6, the other kid was probably 4, a boy and a girl. And I'm on the monorail going from Odaiba to Nihonbashi, right? So from going to like the south of Tokyo to like kind of like the northern part of Tokyo. And anyway, it's kind of crowded. It's rush hour. And for some reason, this little boy decided to start a fight with his sister, who's in not a wheelchair, what's it called? The stroller, a baby stroller, right? And anyway, he starts fighting with her and he hits her or something like that. And she starts screaming. You know when a 4-year-old kid is not really hurt, but they want attention and they just scream at the top of their lungs and they just don't stop. That's how this was. And this was just absolutely devastating. And the very wonderful, good people of Japan on that train didn't say a word, didn't move. They just stood there in agony, just like yours truly. Pure agony. That train that was completely quiet except for this girl screaming, and then the dad's like, I don't know what language it was. Maybe was it Polish? I don't know. But anyway, he's trying to get the kid to stop. He's doing a half-assed job at it too. And I'm just like, oh my god. I beat the back. Oh god, I bit my tongue. I didn't say or do anything. But oh my god, dude, I should have got off the train, but I just endured it, and I had a headache after that, and then I was like, oh dude, tonight I'm definitely gonna drink. Johnny deserves it. But anyway, enough about me. Enough about all my agonies and whatnot. You don't want to hear that. You want to hear about the news. You're here to hang out with your boy Johnny and read the news and listen to some groovy stories about crazy people doing bad stuff in Japan. And I promise, every week I'm always talking about foreigners doing bad things here in Japan and stuff, And last week I said I'm going to try to put my foot on the brakes and stop that. I'm going to stop, reading stories about, the gaijin gone wild here in Japan and all the tourists doing crazy, torturous stuff to like the country. I'm going to stop that, and I'm just going to read like the stories that happen throughout the week that are just not so bad. Just interesting, fun stories, all right? I was right, pick these by random. I'm going to pull it up. So sit back, fasten your seatbelts, and enjoy this ride. Okay, so here we go. Okay, first story, faders, here we go. Foreign tourist. Oh, spoke too soon. Foreign tourist arrested in Tochigi after drifting in museum parking lot. Out of all the places to go drifting, that's not the place to do it. Don't mess with the museums. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, all right. I didn't read this story. I have no idea. Well, I know what the story's about, but I haven't read this, so I'm just going to read from the top. Okay, quote. I want to go to Japan because of its land of Nandeganan, end quote, is a common and understandable motivation for foreign tourists to decide to come to the country. Okay, that's true. Usually they say Pokemon cards, sushi, otaku fashion, comics, manga, sushi again. That's usually, I want to come to Japan because it's the land of sushi. That's what everybody says. I came here because of friendship in the 90s. I'm the only one that says that. Okay. Moving forward, there are all sorts of appealing, colorful, and just plain cool parts of Japan, modern and traditional culture of whether you think Japan is the land of Hello Kitty, or the land of ramen, or the land of cool ninjas. Who wrote this stupid story? It's definitely worth your time to pursue those interests in some way while visiting the country. The key, though, is so often the case in life, is not to be a jackass about it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny because when I first came to Japan, there's a TV show called Jackass, and they had their first movie, and they came to Shibuya, and they filmed all this footage in Shibuya, and I was actually in Japan when they were filming this movie, the first movie that they had, and I didn't know anything about it until people in America started contacting me. My friends were like, yo, there's a show called Jackass, and da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh, I know the show Jackass. There's a movie, and it's in Japan. What? And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, my God. I wish I was at the hub when they did all that stuff. Okay, let me just go back a little bit to move forward. The key, though, is so often the case in life, is not to be a jackass about it. Apparently, that is too high of a standard for Dutch tourists, especially in Tochigi Prefecture. Though, as he's now been arrested for drifting and vandalism. Okay, Tochigi Prefecture police have announced the arrest of a 32-year-old Roy White. Was it Witte? Roy Witte. W-I-T-T-E. Or is it Witte? Roy Witte, a Dutch national traveling to Japan. Security camera footage from June 15th shows Witte sliding a rented R34 Chassis Nissan Skyline sedan around a parking lot of the Oya History Museum in the town of Otsuyamiya, with smoke rising from the tires and tread marks left behind on the asphalt. The director of the museum says that cleaning the tire marks from the parking lot will cost a lot of money. Okay. There's so many places to go drifting in Japan. I mean, there's actual places where you can drift. That you can rent out, like, I mean, you can rent what's it called? Racetracks in Japan. You can actually do that. I know a guy that's done that a couple of times. It's not cheap, but I mean, Dutch money, which is like what it's the euro. They use the euro. The euro compared to the Japan yen is just like half the cost. It's almost free. Okay. Now, it is true that Japan is the country where drifting first became a cultural phenomenon amongst car enthusiasts. However, that doesn't mean that the practice of non-sanctioned streets is encouraged or even widely accepted by Japanese society as a whole. In particular, part of the Japanese auto enthusiasts ethos is not causing problems for other people. So even when drifting was more prevalent activity back in the 80s and 90s, it was usually done as part of a spirited drives along isolated stretches of road late at night, simply spinning around a parking lot like it has pretty much always been frowned upon in Japan. The way these articles are written is absolutely ridiculous, and the Suntory 9 is not helping my pronunciation. Called drifting. Since the wheel spinning isn't being used to navigate a curve in a road, it doesn't require any actual skill. Okay, yeah, so basically, well, that's it. That's the whole article. That's dumb. Okay, actually, I saw this on Japanese news, right? And this guy is basically just spinning around. It's a small parking lot. This parking lot is really, really small, and he's just kind of doing like a drift a little bit, and he's kind of just like riding up his wheels, and there's like a lot of smoke, and he's turning the place up a little bit. But I mean, dude, weak. Absolutely weak drifting. I can weak better. I can do more. I can do better like drifts on my skateboard if I wanted to. This guy sucks, dude. Oh my gosh. And he's probably gonna get a fine, and they're gonna ask him to leave. Oh my gosh. I think all these tourists that are coming here and causing trouble, they should actually do time, because if I did that, or if like a Japanese person did that, dude, they would go to jail. They would throw the book at them. They'd be like, okay, well, you did probably, what would it be called? It'd be trespassing, destruction to property, endangering the safety of people or something. They would throw the book at you. But for this guy, slap on the wrist, bye bye, come back in 6 months or whatever. Oh, geez. I wonder what's going to happen to him, seriously. Okay, all right, moving forward, no more foreigner kind of stories and stuff. I'm going to move straight into like Japan news. Okay, here we go. Tokyo police have arrested 6 on suspicion of smuggling gold and life-size dolls. Okay, all right. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, now we got a good story. All right. Okay, let me just read that again. That's pretty awesome. Tokyo police arrested 6 on suspicion of smuggling gold and life-size dolls. Now let's think about that for a second. Life-size dolls smuggling gold into the country. These dolls, wait, were they like? This is life-size dolls, right? Life-size dolls, dude. Oh my God, that's completely different. At first, I thought it was like Hello Kitty dolls or something like that, or Barbie dolls. No, life-size dolls here in Japan are, well, basically they're life-size, sexy time, go-to bot dolls, right? Or maybe like Robo Slut, yeah, Robo Slut dolls. That's what they are. Or aka Robo Slut dolls with golden hearts and golden other parts. Wink. Okay, there we go. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. Should I eat dinner or lunch or something? I think this booze is kicking in all the right places. Oh my God, and so is the story. Moving forward, Tokyo police have arrested a group of 6 people on suspicion of smuggling from China to Japan nearly 50 kilos of gold hidden in life-size sex dolls. Police said 5 of the suspects are Chinese nationals and the other is Japanese. One Chinese is the president of a company selling precious metals in Tokyo. Hey, you don't say. Oh, wait a second. So if he's the president of a company that sells precious metals in Tokyo, why didn't he use his company to like bring the gold in and sell them? Why did he put them in sex dolls? That's pretty bizarre. Investigators say that the group is suspected of sending 49 kilograms worth of gold, 1,075 million yen. Whoo! Yo! Now that's a lot of yen. Or about $6.65 million. Oh my God. That's the most expensive sex robot prostitute I've ever heard of. Oh my God. What kind of a John would use one of those? Okay, or about $6.65 million from Chinese airports to Japan. The investigators say the golden bars were hidden in steel pipes or framework within the dolls at a at within the dials at customs in Narita Airport near Tokyo. Huh. If they did it legally, I wonder what the tariffs would have been. The group is suspected of violating customs and consumption tax laws by trying to avoid paying more than 100 million yen, or about $620,000 in consumption tax and other costs. Okay, I get. Well, damn, that's a lot of money. Okay, so that's the tariffs right there. That's a lot of money, yo. Investigators say the group is believed to have repeatedly smuggled gold through sex bots. They say after receiving the gold, the group apparently processed it into plates weighing about 1 kilogram each and then sold them. The police have not discovered whether the 6 men have admitted to the allegations. Oh my God. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, dude, it's so weird. I mean, for years and years and years of doing Got Faded Japan, we had no problems with gold. Gold was never in any of the stories, but within like the last like 2 years, it's just like every other week there's like a story about gold. People being robbed of gold, people smuggling gold. I mean, Jesus. I mean, the only gold that I have is this right here in my hand. Suntory highball gold. 9%, and it feels great. Oh God, that's crazy, man. Dude, gold is heavy. Gold is really, really heavy. That's why it's like the weirdest jewelry ever. Because Mr. T, when he put on all that gold, it must have weighed him down so much, and that's probably why Mr. T had all those muscles, because he's carrying around all that gold. Oh, gotta carry around the gold, and I pity the fool who has to do this too. Oh, gold is so heavy. I mean, we have golden ring. That's why I have a silver ring. I have a silver ring because it's light, and actually I think silver looks cooler, to be honest. But gold is heavy, and like to have like a sex bot. I mean, how much gold was in each sex bot? I mean, that's crazy. So nearly 50 kilos of gold hidden in life-size dolls. They probably did this like so many times, but then they got greedy and they're like, yo, let's bring in a lot of gold from China and bring it into Japan. Wait, why did they bring gold into Japan? I mean, is there a gold market here? Is anybody buying gold? I mean, the economy here, I don't know where you're from, but right now in Japan, for Japanese people or people living in Japan, this economy is screwed. We are, dude, everything's getting more expensive. Our salaries haven't gone up in ages. I mean, all the tourists come here, they got tons of money because like Japanese yen is so weak, But I can't imagine anybody buying gold right now or investing in anything. I mean, it's pretty crazy here. Oh my gosh. But anyway, yeah, these guys are going to get in some serious trouble because, I mean, avoiding to pay $620,000 of tariffs or taxes, dude. One thing that the Japanese government does not mess around with is taxes, okay? That they do not mess around with taxes. I know foreigners in Japan that haven't paid taxes in ages. And right now this new government is cracking down. They're like, yo, you haven't paid taxes in, let's see, 5 years, 10 years? Bye. Or they freeze their bank accounts and take all the yo. I mean, they're serious about like tariffs and taxes and all that stuff. So these guys, they might actually do some time for this. This could be like not a slap in the wrist. It might not be a fine. It might be some time, So I mean, I really wonder what's going to happen at the end of the day for these guys. All right, moving on. Okay, next story. Man arrested over gift card scam using thousands of identities. Thousands of identities? Man, how does he do it? Do you know how hard it is for me just to have one identity? Thousands of identities. I mean, God, how do you keep track of all your birth dates? Oh my gosh. Oh, before I read this story, Faders, I gotta say, I feel so much better. At the beginning of this show, I was like this close from not doing this show. I was like, dude, I got booze and I can just chill. But I didn't do that. Nuh-uh. I'm here for you guys. Johnny's here for you, all right? Johnny's got your back. Oh. But I feel so much better. Oh, this medicine. This sweet, sweet golden medicine. Oh my gosh. If only you were a sex bot. Oh, I would get such a divorce. If my wife came home and had a sex bot in the corner, Well, unless it was like made of gold. The golden sex bot. Is that okay? Is that why it's called the G spot, because it's like the golden spot? All right. Stupid joke. Okay. All right. Moving on with the next story. All right. From the top. Sorry. The booze is kicking in. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I drank. Man arrested over gift card scam using thousands of identities. Police have arrested a former engineer on suspicion of fraudulently obtaining gift cards worth 7.92 million yen. What? 7.92 million yen by using a self-developed program to repeatedly submit applications for online promotional campaigns using personal information. Oh my god, this guy is a genius. He's scamming the system. According to police, Wataru Takemura, a 46-year-old company executive from Tokyo, allegedly used the personal information of 4,702 people to commit the online fraud. Oh, that's how he did it. He allegedly entered other people's personal information, such as names and addresses, to sign up for membership and request catalogs through a website operated by an advertising agency between September 2022 and November 2023. He then obtained gift cards offered as part of the promotion, according to police. He has admitted to the allegations, telling investigators he, quote, wanted to test his programming skills, end quote, as a former system engineer. The police suspected Takamura also committed similar fraud on other companies' websites and illegally obtained more than 30 million yen in total. It's a lot of cash. Oh, he is allegedly to have used some of the gift cards to purchase goods online while reselling others to secondhand stores for a profit, which is actually that's like a big thing right now. I mean, before, secondhand shops in Japan were just secondhand shops, and it wasn't like a big thing where people stole stuff and sold stuff, believe it or not. But now it's just like people are ripping off anything and everything and selling it to like secondhand shops. Oh my goodness. Keep an eye out. The scam was uncovered after a company affected by the fraud contacted police. Well, there you go. Man, how wild is that? Oh, geez. Cyber genius gotten busted. Oh gosh. Okay, well, moving forward. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is a classic Got Fit in Japan story. Ex-lawyer arrested for embezzling 300,000 Japanese yen from client in upskirt video case settlement. Oh, you heard it here. A 52-year-old former lawyer has been arrested by the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department for allegedly embezzling 300,000 Japanese yen in a settlement money from a client in an upskirt video case he handled. Oh, the plot thickens. Police said Manabu Kishimoto is suspected of embezzling the money received from the perpetrator's side in 2023 during negotiations for a settlement with a woman who was a victim of an upskirt video instead of giving it to the woman. According to police, Kishimoto has handled many cases of voyeurism involving men taking upskirt images. Dude, this guy's got to be, well, maybe not now, but back in the day, he must have been rolling in the cash. This happens all the time. I've seen it a couple of times. Well, I haven't seen it been taken, but I saw a couple of people getting busted at the stations for doing this stupid shit. The woman learned about his victim support services online and requested his assistance in her settlement negotiations. However, after the negotiations were concluded, Kishimoto became unreachable, so the woman contacted the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. Police said Kishimoto has admitted to the allegations. The embezzled money was reportedly used to repay a mortgage. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Isn't this kind of like Sean Penn in the movie Carlito's Way? He had the same situation, right? Police said they are looking into reports that Kishimoto may have filed to pay around 13 million yen in a settlement money to 11 clients over a 1-year period from 2022 to 2023, Kishimoto was expelled from the Tokyo Bar Association in May 2024. Yeah, I get what happened. Basically, this guy was rolling so much in dough because I mean, dude, if you're a lawyer and this is your job to like defend women that had upskirt photos taken of them and stuff or whatever by perverts on the train or wherever, you've got so much business. You've got business upon business. You're busier than me, to be honest. Making way more money than me. You're making more money than the governor, right? But the thing is, it's just like these guys, they get a big head, right? So they get a huge house, right? But then once they get a huge house and then they get a nice car and then they buy a couple of nice suits and this and that or whatever, all of a sudden, they're paying with a credit card, but then all of a sudden the bills start rolling in and they're like, oh, I think I bought too big of a house, or oh, I don't think I really needed 5 Lamborghinis or something. And then they're like, oh, geez, how am I going to pay? I don't want to lose my house because I got the status, because I'm going to the American Club like 5 times a week, and I'm having steak dinners in Roppongi Hills or whatnot. So basically, they have to keep on like making money and stuff, but they just can't make enough money from these cases. So then they just start keeping the money and stuff, It's a slippery slope for these guys. I've seen it a million times. Okay, all right, here we go. Next story. And faders, all right, I'm doing Gut Faded Japan 2 days late. So our stories have gone up maybe about 30%. So there's more stories. Usually I do top 5, like 5 of the best stories of this week. But I just took like, I skimmed like the headlines, and I was like, oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'll take that one too. All right, cool. And I just put them all in a basket, and here you go. So I haven't read these. I don't know what's going on and stuff, but I know the titles. So, but I've got more stories than we can handle. Jesus Christ, look at all these fucking stories. My God, Jesus Christ. Okay, how much booze do I have? Not enough. Jeez Louise. Okay, I'm gonna have to read faster. Okay, moving forward. All right, this is a good one. They're all good. They're all good. They're all fantastic, but this one's actually quite fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to check my YouTube to make sure we're still recording. Oh, look, nobody's watched me. That's okay. I'm watching you guys. Actually, I'm watching myself. Okay, here we go. Whew. Man arrested for setting fire to his home. Says he was frustrated. Well, sir, now you are super frustrated because you are homeless. There's nothing more difficult than being homeless. Well, I wouldn't know. I almost knew, but I don't know. Okay. A 39-year-old unemployed man living in Iwaki City, Fukushima Prefecture, has been arrested on suspicion of setting fire to his home, completely destroying it. Police said Soshihiko Kikuchi is suspected of setting fire between 9:45 p.m. and 10 p.m. on June 12th, NTV reported. Kikuchi lived alone in his house. Thank God he was the only one living there. He suffered burns to his back in the fire and was hospitalized. Police arrested him on Wednesday after he was discharged. Wait, why would you be arrested for setting fire to your own house? I mean, it's your house, your land. You can do whatever you want with it. If you want to set it on fire, shouldn't that be okay as long as it doesn't mess with your neighbors or anything like that? Or, I don't know. Well, obviously not in Japan. Police said Kikuchi made statements to the effect that he was, quote, started the fire because he was frustrated with life, end quote. Well, now I guess you're going to be, I don't know, can you be frustrated in prison? Because, I mean, you get 3 hots and a cot, you just chill, you hang out. I mean, prison in Japan's not easy. It's not easy at all. But I mean, how old is he? How old is he? Let's go up here. I'm sorry. 39. Oh my God. 39 years old? 39 years old? Dude, you're like just below middle aged. Oh my God. If you go to prison for what? If you go to prison for, let's see, arson, what can they get? Definitely arson. I think just arson. How much time do you get for? I think maybe arson you'll get like what? Maximum 3 years, 4 years maybe? But it's his own property. Can he get arson? I don't know. This is a very interesting article, to be honest. I mean, what's going to happen to this guy? I mean, if he owned it, does he to his own place? Yeah, he owned it. Yeah, he lived there alone. What's the law that's being broken? It doesn't really say that there's a law that was broken. I mean, yeah, the fire department came in and they put it out. He might just have to pay some fines, and then he's really homeless. Oh my gosh. All right, all right. Well, anyway, geez Louise. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on here. God, I wish there was a follow up. God, I hope there's a follow up. All right. Dude, I'm killing this highball. I'm loving this highball. God, I love highballs. Faders, I love beer. I so love beer, but Japanese highballs recently, like all these new ones, are just so amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, moving forward. Okay, Tokyo Fire Department issues warning after increasing attacks against paramedics. What the heck is this? What was I thinking? Okay, next story. Tokyo Fire Department issues warning after increase in attacks against paramedics. Now, I'm not a young chicken, right? But I've been around for a long time, and I got to tell you one thing. I've seen stories from here to there to everywhere, and I've never heard ever in any story in any part of any land anywhere of people attacking paramedics. In fact, if you're a paramedic, you know, a guy that's in an ambulance, or in Japanese we say kyukyusha, nobody attacks you because you're like, you're the best of the best guys. You're the goodest of the good guys. You're the guy that delivers the baby, that saves your mama, that pulls the bullet out of your neck. You know, you're a paramedic. So what the heck is going on here? Tokyo Fire Department issues warning after increase in attacks against paramedics. Oh my goodness. Tokyo! Here we go, in Tokyo. Kind of seems like an Osaka story. Killed it. Okay, next drink. Ho ho! Oh, I should have ate before this podcast, or before drinking. Ha ha! The Tokyo Fire Department is calling for an understanding and cooperation from the public regarding the need to prompt emergency medical services after a surge in attacks against paramedics this year. According to the Tokyo Fire Department, 15 cases of disputive behavior towards paramedics, including damage to ambulances, have already been confirmed so far this year. 3 more than the same period in 2025. In May, a man lying in the street in Tokyo threatened responding paramedics, saying, quote, "I'll kill you, I'll stab you with my knife," end quote. He jumped and kicked and punched 2 paramedics. Now, this guy just seems like he's like messed up on the angel stuff or whatever that they got on here. Yeah, this guy seems like he's out of his mind. Out of his mind. 2 more ambulances were dispatched at the same transport to transport injured paramedics to a hospital. Police arrested the attacker to the scene. Well, that's it. That's the rest of that's the end of the story. That's all we get. God, Faders, I apologize. I messed up. I just read the headlines. I did not read the stories. I'm an idiot. I'm a fool. I got no time, to be honest. I shouldn't be doing this podcast. I got so much stuff to do. So I'm sorry, but yeah, there should be more to this story. I mean, there should be like, what were the other cases? What else happened? What were the other situations? Oh my God, this is crazy. But anyway, everybody and anybody out there, do not attack ambulance drivers or anybody, paramedics, any of those guys, because those are the guys that actually help you. I mean, then again, in Japan, I mean, everybody's pretty cool. The fire department's pretty awesome. I know some firefighters. I know some cops. The cops generally here are pretty cool too. Everybody's pretty cool. Yeah, just be good. Be happy. Be positive. Jeez Louise. My God. All right, moving forward. Gosh. Okay. That story pissed me off. Let's go to a story that makes me laugh. Here we go. Hold on a second. My God, I'm going to get so messed up. Oh, geez. Well, I'm going to get faded tonight. Actually, you know what? I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Why not? Okay, faders, let's read our true Got Faded Japan classic story. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Man throws bodily fluid on teenage girl in Sapporo bookstore. Why does it gotta be a bookstore? I love bookstores. There is nothing cooler than an old school bookstore. I mean, dude, Never Ending Story, that movie, the best part about that movie was the bookstore. Oh my gosh. But anyway, here we go. As we always do. A man threw bodily fluid on a teenage girl in a bookstore in Sapporo on Saturday night. Saturday night is all right. The incident occurred at around 7:30 p.m. at a used bookstore in Higashi Ward, Hokkaido, Broadcasting Corp. Reported. According to police, the girl, who is in her late teens, was browsing alone when she felt something on her back. Ew! I'm so sorry. That's terrible. When she turned around, she saw a man fleeing the store. Her family contacted police, reporting that their daughter had been attacked with some kind of a liquid. I don't know what that liquid might be. The man is described as being about 170 centimeters tall, slightly overweight, black hair, and okay, well, I mean, you guys get the point. Police are analyzing nearby surveillance camera footage to try to identify the man. Okay, all right. I don't know how it is in Hokkaido or Sapporo, but here in Tokyo or Osaka or Fukuoka or some of these areas on the main island, dude, there is CCTV everywhere. If somebody did something like this anywhere in Japan, in the Tokyo or metropolitan area, they would have been busted 30 minutes later. They would have known everything about that guy. But I mean, come on, dude. Sapporo, up the game, yo. Up the total recall, like I mean, the whole cyber tech kind of game and stuff. Because the thing is, it's just like, dude. I mean, you can't have guys doing this kind of stuff, especially in a bookstore. And shame on this guy for doing it in a bookstore because, dude, bookstores are awesome. I love bookstores. There's nothing cooler than going into an old bookstore and just walking around, looking at books, and then looking at book titles and I mean, you could judge a book by the cover. I do it, you know. And so you find an old book and stuff. And you're like, I'll buy this. I'll read this. And you go for it, man. I mean, I found tons of great books by doing that kind of stuff. I mean, that's how we used to find good music back in the day. You go to a record store. When you go to a record store, you're going through CDs and records and cassette tapes and stuff, and you find this cool image, and you're like, I'm going to buy that. Do they have it used? If they have it used, buy that one. All right. I'm reading every single story that we have. How many do we? Oh, no, we only got 2 left. Faders, we only got 2 left. 2 more stories. Oh, my God. Okay, well, anyway, here we go. Next story. I only read the title. I suck. Dude, I'm so... I'm not really sorry. I mean, it's a free podcast. I mean, for all the people that signed up for the Patreon, I'm sorry. But for everybody else, I mean, dude, it's a free podcast. I'm not sorry. But anyway, so here we go. I've only read the headlines. I don't know what's going on in the actual story. So if this sucks. Johnny, you's getting faded, brah. You's getting faded. You Detroit motherfucker. All right. Here we go, faders. Mutilated body of man found in large freezer in Kobe apartment. Now, this story is pretty interesting Whoa! Oh, God damn it. Oh, all right, so this just fell down. You know, the funny thing is that we have here in Japan? Ghost. Let me just put this guy right here. There we go. Okay. So, there's no earthquake, no tremor, no movement, no nothing whatsoever. I didn't touch anything. but that painting behind me just fell off that hook. So I don't know how it could fall off the hook because the hook has the painting on that side. But yeah, Tokyo is haunted. It's probably one of the most haunted cities other than Paris. Or actually, Paris, England. No. England's not a city. I'm so stupid. Paris, London, and Tokyo are probably the most haunted cities. And that's because, I mean, God, dude, like what, 50 years ago? Whoa, 50? No, it's not 50, probably like 60 years ago, 70 years ago. This place, man, a lot of bad things happen. So every so often, in my apartment, all right, do you want me to be honest? Okay, my apartment, sometimes, if you're watching this on YouTube, there you go. Sometimes something will just fall over that shouldn't fall over. Or something disappears. Something disappears. Like, for example, I had a wallet and I had what's called a money clip, right? And the money clip was part of my wallet. It's part of my wallet. And I always kept my money in my money clip. That was part of my wallet. And that was just the thing, I put my money in my money clip, and that was part of my wallet, and I put it in my back pocket, and it was cool. But just one day I woke up in the morning, and I walked up and stuff, and I took a shower, I got coffee and all that stuff. I looked over, and the money clip was missing, and I was like, how could the money clip be missing? It doesn't make any. How? It doesn't make any sense for it to be missing. It's connected to the wallet. It doesn't make any sense. And it's got my name on it, So, anyway, yeah, things happen here. But, yeah, there's no tremor, no nothing and stuff. That just fell. That just happens. Maybe it's a ghost. Maybe it's, I don't know. What else would it be? I don't know. I don't know what it'd be. But the thing is, I'm not afraid of ghosts. I'm not afraid of ghosts whatsoever. Oh, dude, is this real time? Am I so drunk right now? Am I so faded where I'm having an honest conversation with you guys? Actually, with myself, because I'm hanging out with you. Yeah, I'm not afraid of ghosts and stuff because so many of my friends, where I grew up, a lot of my friends passed away before I turned oh God. It's kind of sad, but before I turned 21, a lot of my friends passed away, right? So the way I think about ghosts or anything spiritual or anything like that is if there's a bad entity or a bad ghost or anything negative or whatever that's trying to get me, dude, I've got so many fucking homies on my back, dude. I've got at least 10 dudes that passed away a long time ago, but actually also more recently too. But I've got at least 10 dudes that are watching my back, So if there's a ghost or something like that, I'm yo, all my homies from way back in the day, take that guy out. In the future, when I pass away, I'll give you whatever I got. I'll give you some highball or something. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not worried about that shit. Fuck no. All right. Oh, I'm not supposed to swear on YouTube. All right. Fuck it. Whatever. All right. Oh, dude, I am fucking faded. All right. Moving forward. Here we go. God damn it. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Multiple body part. Mutilated body of man found in large freezer in Kobe apartment. Story takes place in Kobe. The mutilated body of a man was found inside a large freezer in an apartment in Kobe on Saturday. According to police, on Friday, the management company of an apartment building in Chuo Ward received a report from a resident about a strange odor. That's never good. The apartment was locked at the time using a key from the management company. Police officers entered the apartment around 12:20 p.m. on Saturday. They discovered the mutilated body inside a freezer located in the living room of the entrance. That's some Jeffrey Dahmer kind of motherfucking shit. Police said the body was advanced in state of decomposition and that an autopsy would be held to try to determine the cause of the death and the time. The scene is quite. Wait. The scene is at a quiet residential area approximately 700 meters northwest of Motomichi Station of the JR Kobe line. Okay, faders. Oh my god, I can definitely tell that I'm getting way too faded to do this podcast because, oh my god, I am faded and I can't read any more news. But that's okay. I can hang out with you for a little bit. I've got so much booze right here. Ah, jeez, Luis, I haven't gotten this faded on a podcast in a very long time. I mean, I've been faded, but I haven't been this faded. I think it's 9%ers. No, that's the thing about these. When it's 9%, I think it just hits you a little bit differently than like a 4% or a 6% or something. Once it reaches like 9, 12, 15 or anything above that, it's just like once you drink like a little bit of it, you're just like, whoa! You can't read, you can't talk, you can't do anything. You can't even walk, man. So, but anyway, I gotta say though, it is pretty interesting and quite delicious. Anyway, I think the news for this week was actually pretty exciting. I mean, we covered a lot of stuff. I mean, dude, how fucking crazy is... All right, I'm swearing. Am I going to get monetized by YouTube? No, probably not. YouTube does not like the news. They like people like doing how to do makeup videos or some shit. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. But the thing is, and I don't want to offend you guys or anything like that because I like you. I love you guys. But you should know that I swear, you know? I mean, come on. Hey! You know? But, anyway. Oh, man. The whole sex bot thing is just crazy. What a weird story is that? You bring in sex bots. I mean, but then again, I mean, wait a second. Let's go back to the sex bot story. Let's go back to that, right? Let's rewind the tape or the record. There's custom agents in Haneda and Narita, and they're going through all the stuff that's coming to Japan. And then all of a sudden they have maybe I don't know, maybe 10 sex bots that come in. And they're like, oh, look at these sex bots. And then they lifted them up and they're like, whoa, these sex bots are too heavy. Dude, that's weird that the customs agents would know how heavy a sex bot is. They're like, oh, this is way too heavy for a sex bot. This sex bot's definitely got something in there. And how do they open a sex bot? How do they open it? Did they pull on like a Rambo knife or a stiletto or a switchblade and they like cut the abdomen? And they're like, and they open it up and they're like, aha, gold. You know, how did they do that? Well, probably an X-ray. Probably. All right, that actually makes sense. I answered my own question. Probably they're like, well, look at these sex bots. Wow, these girls are so hot and slim. I would definitely do this girl. Woo! But they're a little bit too heavy. You know what? That was the problem. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was the problem. Yo, China, you messed up, bro. Yo, you had these sex bots, but you had them slim and hot. Beautiful, sexy girls, right? But they're full of 70 kilos worth of gold or some shit. Dude, there's no way that these cute, slim, slender sex dolls would be that heavy. They should have made overweight sex dolls, right? These sex dolls are for XXX plus guys that like XXXXXX plus girls, you know? If they would have done something like that, it would have worked. Oh my god, dude. Am I an evil genius in disguise? I don't know, but that's what they had to do. If all they did was be like instead of a sexy model, like a sexy sex bot, because I mean, all sex bots are kind of either emo, sexy. I mean, well, I don't know. I've never actually seen one in person, but the thing is, it's just I've never heard of or seen a plus size sex bot. But if they had a plus sex bot, They could have filled that bitch up with gold like nobody's business, man. I'm serious, man. She could have like a gold, like fucking a gold frame. Like all her teeth could have been gold. She had gold like earrings. She had a gold bra. I mean, seriously, they're like, I mean, customers would be like, well, we usually don't get girls like that in Japan. Of course they're heavy. Boom. That's what they could have done. Anyway, on that note, oh, jeez Louise. Faders, you know, all right, I got faded with you tonight, and I got really, really faded, to be honest. Oh my gosh, 9%, two big boys. That's the way they roll. Did I read the stories correctly and politely? Maybe not, and I apologize for that because, I mean, I'm here to please. But it's all good. Anyway, Faders, thank you so much for tuning into this very special episode of Got Faded Japan. I'm your host, Johnny. Sign up for the Patreon, and if you don't, it's all good. We still love you. You're watching right now. Peace. And that's a show.